I know it inside out, yeah? Now, antisocial behaviour, yeah, the antisocial behaviour part, me filming, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you, Rather than give you my details, I'm going to walk over there, yeah, and I'm going to go, isn't it, yeah?
But the people were being disruptive, okay? And I know that you believe that it's your right to be able to speak as loudly.
All right, this situation kicks off with what seems like a routine police interaction at a protest, but it escalates into something much bigger. You've got a man claiming to be a journalist, officers trying to control the crowd, and a clash over rights.
How you doing, you alright? Yeah? What brings you to the protest today?
What do you think? Are you with this group?
Are you with this group, guys?
I'm with any group, mate.
Okay, can I ask you just to stand over there, please, just for your safety?
For my safety? What do you mean?
And
I'm
for
a
this group
journalist,
as well.
please.
I get that.
Card
Okay.
with you?
Pardon?
Have you got your card with you?
I don't know, who am I speaking to? Who wants to? Because I don't know which one.
My sergeant just asked you a question.
Okay.
Have you got your journalist card with you?
Do I need it?
Well, journalists generally carry them with their.
Do you know on the
covering
NUJ website, it clearly states that my press card can't be used as identification to prove that I'm a journalist or not.
Okay, so how do you know that's what your role is here?
Well, you disprove it's not.
Okay, but I don't think that these groups know you, and I'm worried that might cause a disorder.
What? Say that again? Just so I understand
these
that, yeah?
groups don't know you.
Yeah.
And they're here exercising their right to protest.
Okay.
And if you're here for a reason other than that, then they're...
Now this is where things get interesting. The journalist starts citing Section 17 of the Public Order Act, arguing he has the legal right to observe and report from within the protest, not just from a distance. From a policing perspective, officers often try to create space to reduce tension and prevent escalation, especially in unpredictable crowd environments. But here's the tension. Giving a request versus enforcing a law are two very different things. The officer is framing this as a safety concern, while the journalist is framing it as a restriction of rights. So the real question is, should officers be allowed to move someone based on potential disorder? Or does that cross the line into limiting lawful activity?
There's a potential it might be a disorder, isn't
So
there?
because these people don't know me, I'm a stranger, there might be disorder.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Because these people don't know me.
It's our job to stop any potential
Because these people don't know me.
Well, yeah.
So are you basically saying that these people attack strangers?
No, not at all.
No.
So what you so I'm safe then, aren't I?
Not necessarily, no.
So are you
don't
saying
know
then?
that.
So are
Our
you
job is
saying
to
then?
stop any disorder
Are you
that could
saying that these
happen.
people attack strangers?
Not at all. That's
So I'm safe then, aren't I?
I'm worried to see how that's how
I'm
you
a
take
safe
on
then, aren't
how
I?
I've said
Well,
that.
under Section 17 of the Public Order Act, yeah, clearly states, yeah, in legislation, yeah, that I'm allowed to observe and report and document a protest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that from a distance.
So hold on a minute, yeah.
In the group to do that.
Hold on a minute. I'm allowed to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm allowed to interview people. Okay. And that's what I've done. I approached over here, and I asked the two young ladies.
Like they didn't want to talk to you because they.
Well, they smiled at me. So the first thing was, we can play it back if you want, because they smiled at me and greeted me. Yeah. The moment that you come over, yeah, was when they then disengaged and walked over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got it all on camera and it's live at the moment. Yeah. So we can see what happened. You know, and for you to turn around and say that a stranger can come to Southampton and he's in danger because people don't know him, I think it's a bit strange, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure that's what I said.
Well, we can play it back again if you want.
You can do. But
We can do, can't we, yeah?
essentially, I think that there could be a disorder if you're
Well,
if your
listen,
presence
I don't know. You don't even know who I am. Who am I?
I haven't asked you for your details.
Who am I?
yet.
So what do you mean my presence? How do you know that I'm not a left-wing reporter?
It doesn't matter who. I haven't
So how
said
do
that
you know
are,
this?
I haven't said that you are or not, have I? Have I said either way?
Well, how do you know this? So why are you saying that? Why are you saying?
I've already asked them, would they like to talk to you, and they've politely said no.
That's
so
okay.
we're just asking a simple...
Go and ask every single person in
listen
there.
to me, listen to me. We've listened to you.
Yeah.
We've asked a simple request
Yeah.
for you to film over there.
And I'm denying
So
that
they-
simple request.
okay, so
and
they
you can
don't
ask
feel-
every single person here. Yeah, if they don't want to talk to me, that's up to them.
Okay.
I'm allowed to ask and I'm allowed to interview people under Section 17 of the Public Order Act.
And
So-
all we're asking you to do, is to do that over there.
No.
If people feel that they want to come over,
That's not how it
and have
works.
a conversation.
That's
they
not how
will
it
come and
works.
have
That's
a
not how it
conversation
works.
with you.
That's not how the law works.
Created some distance,
talking to
okay?
each and every single person because
So how do you-
they're listening to their speakers.
Exactly, and I would like to listen.
Right here, the dynamic shifts. The officers now move from safety concern to disruption, which is a much stronger justification. In public order policing, if someone is actively interfering with a protest, like talking over speakers or drawing attention away, officers can step in to maintain the peace. But here's the gray area. Is he actually disrupting or just documenting loudly? Because filming in public is generally lawful, and protests are meant to be seen and heard. So now we've got a conflict between two rights, his right to record and speak, and the group's right to hold a peaceful protest without interference. What do you think? Does this cross into disruption, or is this still protected activity?
As well, to be honest
fine.
with you.
You can hear
no,
it
I'll
from
listen
over
from
there.
here, thank you very much. You know, you don't need to be, I don't know why you're treating me like this for, but you don't...
We've been nothing but polite with you, sir.
Well, you haven't.
we?
You've told me that you think I'm going to be in danger. You know, that's kind of making me a little bit nervous and anxious, to be honest
if
with
you
you.
feel nervous and anxious, then you'd probably be safe
Yeah.
from the other
Do you mind
side.
just leaving me alone, please, anyway, yeah?
Nonsense, promoting the enemy is profit. Tax for rich and house and vote. Nonsense, promoting the enemy is profit. Tax for rich and house and vote.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that, I reckon, to be honest. I know. Public street means public rules. That's why they have things like legislation. That's why we have rights in this country. Look, freedom and community, look. They're actually chanting it as well. Yeah, they're actually chanting it. And you get the police trying to disrupt it. Why would they do that? Crazy. It's a protest. People...
This is the critical moment. The officer invokes Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, which allows them to demand a name and address, but only if there is a reasonable belief of antisocial behavior. And the journalist immediately challenges that threshold, demanding specifics. This is actually a classic legal flashpoint in real-world encounters, because likelihood of harassment or distress can be interpreted broadly. The officer is relying on complaints from others walking away or being interrupted, while the journalist argues that simply filming and speaking doesn't meet that legal standard. So now, it's no longer just about control. It's about whether the officer can legally justify escalating this into a detainable situation.
Here with cameras, surely the idea of a protest is to get your message out there, to get it like...
Unfortunately, we can't hear our message.
Oh, that's okay, I'm talking. So there we go, you get interrupted. But surely to God, the actual point of the protest is to get your message out as far as
We
you
are going to come and
can.
take your details, please, because you
For
are
what?
disrupting people now.
I'm not, I'm
You
talking
are.
on my camera.
You are, yeah, but they're trying to listen. So just come over
What
here,
do you
we're
mean?
going to get
For what?
past your details.
Under
please.
what section?
Under
Section 50 of the Police
Yes,
Reform Act.
so, okay,
Yeah.
so what part of section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act then am I breaking?
Section 50 of the Police Reform
Yeah, I
Act.
know.
To
But,
require your name and address.
Okay, that's okay.
When
But
antisocial behaviour is taking place, and the likelihood of that
Okay. But in section 50 of the Police Reform Act, it states under subsection Bravo, I need to be committing something under section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act, okay? Yeah, so I need to know what I'm breaching under section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act.
Okay, so listen to me, I'll listen
Okay,
to you. So
okay.
Section 50 of the Police Reform Act allows
Yes.
me to ask you to provide your name and address.
Yeah,
okay?
I know it does.
All right, when likelihood of antisocial behaviour is going to
Yeah.
take place or is taking place.
I know it does.
Okay, all right, you've been
I know
over
it does.
here. Okay, and that's the fourth person now.
No, it's not.
Two people have walked away, and
I'm
two people
standing
over
at the
there.
back.
Two people
But anyway.
have asked. Listen.
Yeah, I'm
I'll listen
listening.
to you. So stop
Yeah, go
talking
on.
over me, please, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and two people have asked you to stop interrupting them because they can't hear their speeches. Okay,
Yeah.
we're here to facilitate a peaceful
Yeah.
protest. Okay?
Okay.
And everyone has their view and their right to do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
And we're here to facilitate that. You have your right to be here as well.
Okay.
Okay, but we need to prevent
okay.
any disorder occurring or any likelihood of groups clashing. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We don't want that.
I'm not involved in no protest.
Okay. And
So
what,
go on, no, first and foremost, yeah, tell me under subsection Bravo in the police section 50 of the Police Reform Act, it states quite clearly I need to be committing something in section 2 in the Antisocial Behaviour Act. So before, I would like you to tell me what I've committed in the Antisocial Behaviour Act for you to warrant my details. Once you give me that and tell me that information, I'll give you the details, no problem.
okay.
Okay?
So like I've said.
No.
Listen. Like I said,
That's
the
not
likelihood.
a reason, Geese.
Okay, the likelihood of harassment, alarm, stress being caused to people.
Well,
okay.
by what actions?
By your actions, your presence
What,
being
standing
here,
in a
filming
presence?
people,
Standing and
when
filming
they're
in a public
trying
place.
to exercise their right for a peaceful
So
protest.
standing and
okay?
filming in a public place, yeah, it does not class as antisocial behaviour for one, sir. And secondly, yeah, filming a protest, section 70 in the Public Order Act, and I suggest we can get one of your blue hat legislation people, public order, yeah, and maybe they can because I need to be committing something in section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act, and I haven't. Anything you've just told me, I'm happy to give you the details, yeah, not a problem, yeah, but if you're not going to get them, require them legally and obtain them legally, I won't give them, because if you do arrest me, I'm going to sue you, do you know what I mean? I've got no problem giving you the details at all. If you want them, not a problem, but you have to take them lawfully and legally, yeah?
Okay, and like I've said, okay,
Yeah.
it's the likelihood of harassment,
But
alarm,
what
stress
my behaviour,
being
standing and
caused-
filming in public, standing and filming a public protest
Yep.
in public.
Yep.
That is what you're saying. That is what
correct.
you're saying.
But like I said,
But that is what you're saying.
Okay, stop talking over me, please. 2 people have already walked away because of your presence. They felt distressed by that to make that action to walk away. 2 other people have asked you to stop talking over this. They can't hear. Okay, so I require your name and address. If you fail to give your name and address under section 50 of the
I'm
Police
not
Reform
saying
Act,
that. What I'm saying to
you
you
will
is,
be arrested,
I know that,
okay?
and I've already said to you, I've got no problem with giving you my name and address.
Yeah.
Now, what I say is, under subsection B of 2015 Police Reform Act, section 50, it states quite clearly I need to be committing something in section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act, and we can get it up. We can look at this, yeah, because I know it inside out, yeah. Now, antisocial behaviour, yeah, the antisocial behaviour part, me filming a public protest, yeah, under section 17 of the Public Order Act, yeah, does not breach them conditions. But as you're threatening to arrest me, and I now feel that under duress, okay, yeah, that I am going to be arrested, yeah, hold on, let me finish. As I feel under duress, yeah, that you are going to arrest me, I will require your collar numbers, first and foremost, yeah, and I will give you all my details, and on Monday morning you will hear from my lawyer, because I've explained to you live, okay, that I need to be committing something in section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act. Now, what you've said I've committed is not a crime and is not in the Antisocial Behaviour Act, okay, so it's happy. If you threaten to arrest me under duress, you take my details. He did.
Well, that's because you were required under section 50.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so
Listen,
have
I
you
fully
given
get
your
that.
details?
Yes, I'm going to pass them now. I fully get that. I fully get that. Yeah, I fully get that. But what I'm saying to you is,
that's where we're at.
but the point that I was trying to make is that I'm happy to give. It's not a problem if it's done lawfully and legally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah.
Now the problem is that I know, yeah, that the reasons that he's give is not legally and it's not lawfully. Yeah, I know this.
What reasons were they then?
So I asked for something in the Police Reform Act 2015. Yeah, it quite clearly states in subsection Bravo that I need to be committing something in section 2 of the Antisocial Behaviour Act. Yeah. So I need to be committing something in there. Me filming a public protest in a public place, yeah, and it's already in case law already up and down the country. I've had multiple civil claims, yeah, and it's not a problem, but it is not unlawful for me to do that, okay? You know, like
But we also have powers as well, don't we?
Yeah, of course you've got powers.
If we believe that it is causing...
I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you. Rather than give you my details, I'm going to walk over there, yeah, and I'm going to go. Yeah, rather than just all the palaver, because I can't be bothered with sending in paperwork. Yeah, what's it going to cost? 1,500 quid, you know? And what's the point? You know, I'll sue you for 1,500 quid. Yeah, well, I can just walk away, you know. I'm not going to bother with it.
You're not going to bother with what was the point then?
Well, that's the point, you know. I might as well just go back over there, yeah, Like, I haven't committed no antisocial behaviour. You've just confirmed that.
I haven't confirmed that.
Well, you have basically.
I haven't. What I've said was
Yeah.
that I believe that you were disrupting the people that were there. That's why they're
Yes, I was
moving away
talking to
from
my,
you.
I was talking to my audience. Like, you
Yeah,
can see it
I
here.
appreciate
Yes, I wasn't
that.
talking to anybody
Yeah, but
indirectly.
it's-
I was actually talking to these people here.
Can I do it?
Okay,
Yeah,
miss.
yeah, we'll do a bit each.
Yeah, do a bit each.
Yeah,
shall we?
is that all right?
Works out a little bit better, doesn't it? Yeah.
But the people were being disrupted, okay? And I know that you believe that it's your right to be able to speak as loudly as you want, just as it is theirs. But you were speaking loudly enough for them to have to turn around. Yeah. They're here for a reason. It's our job to protect everybody's rights there. Okay. So that's the reason that you've drawn our attention. Yeah. And for us asking you to move away.
I drew
What
your
we
attention when I
don't-
first walked over. Yeah, because when I first walked over, the people were smiling at me. They only come to me because you thought I was there to cause trouble, which I wasn't.
Yeah, but
you
then
know?
they immediately left.
After you
Yeah.
come over, come on, you know.
So,
Look, let's
so-
just call it quits.
But
Yeah.
my
Let's just call
only,
it quits.
my
Yeah.
only caveat to that,
Okay.
you walking off, is if you are going to keep returning.
I won't come
If you
return.
are going to keep returning,
I won't return.
Then I'm assuming you know when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
catch
yeah, yeah.
34 people
Yeah, yeah,
dispersed
yeah,
around the
yeah,
city.
yeah, of course.
If you come back again,
Okay, I
then
won't.
I will be deeming that you're doing it to cause trouble.
Okay,
alright?
deal.
And then it'll be.
You want to shake on
you
it?
will be, I'm not going to shake your hand.
All right,
but
why not?
It'll be because I'm not going to. But thank you very much for cooperating.
I'll shake your hand instead.
No, I'm not gonna shake
No?
your hand.
You're not
But
going to
yeah.
shake hands with a member of the public?
If
Oh,
you do-
crikey.
if you do
Thank
return-
you.
I don't know if you've washed your hands or not.
You'll be dispersed out the city if you return. All right, that's my only caveat.
Okay,
to
so
that.
when the march comes past, I'll walk with these lot. Yeah, and that's it.
you,
Yeah.
you can march what with the
I'm not going to march with them. I'm only going to record.
What, with the other
I'm not going to.
protest?
Yeah, I'm only recording. That's it.
So, where are you
They're
going?
marching through here, no?
Who are?
This other protest, or
The other protest.
Is the
I'm
other-
not policing
Oh,
them,
okay.
so you'd have to go over there to find out. And if that's your plan, then that's fine.
quite disgraceful. We couldn't even shake hands. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Sir.
Thank you. Well,
So here's how this all breaks down. The officers were clearly trying to prevent disruption and keep the protest orderly, which is a key part of their role. But the journalist pushed back hard, arguing his legal right to film and report in a public space, and demanding that any police action be fully justified under the law. This is where public order policing gets complicated, balancing freedom of expression, press rights, and crowd control all at once. The big takeaway? Situations like this often come down to interpretation. What one side sees as prevention, the other sees as overreach. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think the officers handled this correctly, or did they push too far? If you found this breakdown intense, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life body cam analysis.